I'm gonna say it's true. Trick. Sorry, fucking treat. True.
I'm also gonna go true.
What's up, interactors? Welcome to episode 77 of X to Interact. This week, we're doing some Halloween stuff. We're going to be doing some trick or treat, also known as true and false. But first, we're going to start with a little ice-breaking question. And that question is, what video game character would you like to go trick-or-treating with? And we will start with the man who came up with this question, Eric.
All right, well, pretty easy for me. If I'm going out trick or treating, which I haven't in years, by the way, which makes sense. I'm fucking 25 years old. I'm kind of grown up for that shit. But I'm trying to get as much candy as fucking possible. All right, and so I'm taking Sonic the Hedgehog because he'll be able.
He's fast.
Exactly, he'll be able to go to these houses real quick and get a lot of candy. That's all I'm saying,
dude.
That's a good answer, bro. Damn. Fuck.
Also, I'm pretty sure Sonic's pretty cool too, so I would hang out with him as well. So
I mean, yeah,
bonus of that.
He's a hedgehog.
Not in it just for the profit. You know what I mean?
The deal is for candy. All right, he's not for anything else.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer, as Steve Harvey would say. Good answer.
Good answer.
What is it on the board? Let us see. I had a board back here.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
The survey says.
All right, Steven.
Oh shit.
Who would you go trick or treating with?
All right, so
Video game character.
You know, Eric went the speed route, so I feel like it's my duty to go the scary route, right? And I feel an obligation to bring Kratos with me, is for the intimidation factor. Just, you know, all right. Bloodied up. He's fresh off the kill, you know, fresh off of murdering a god. So
yeah, man, he'll just murder everyone.
I don't know. I'll have to clean off that candy before
you might have some blood on your hands by the end of that.
Damn.
Well, all right, let me take it on a road here.
All right.
Have either of you seen, I think, a DreamWorks movie called Over the Hedge?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in that movie, a group of animals loots like houses and stuff. There's a squirrel, there's a raccoon, there's a turtle, there's fucking skunks. There's a possum family, which is really hilarious. So they're looting, stealing. So that's where I'm thinking. So I'm gonna get a character that can steal for me. And it just so happens there is a Over the Hedge video game, so technically I could go there.
I know where you're going.
Instead, as I said, there was a raccoon in that movie. And he was the one that planned everything and was like in charge.
Yeah.
Just like he is in Sly Cooper. So I'm going Sly Cooper. Because he can just steal everybody's candy. You know, I don't have to do anything.
I wasn't sure I was with you on the journey, but I was here for the destination. So
yeah. I thought this was going to be like some Over the Hedge rant going on.
Over the Hedge, the random ass character. No, Sly Cooper's just going to go in there with his little cane and like pickpocket him like 3 times. And get the items.
Easy.
So, yeah. And, you know, he's charming, charismatic. You know, I love Sly Cooper. He'd be a fun guy to go trick-or-treating with. Unlike Kratos, who'd just be like, Steven.
He'd be like, boy, hold this.
He would probably kill you by the time. I mean, the only reason he doesn't kill Atreus is because he's his son, you know?
That's very true.
So
if I frustrated him at all whatsoever or slowed him down, he'd just kill me, man.
Exactly. You know, who knows, with Sly might meet Carmelita or Bentley.
Very true. Very true.
True.
Perks of the job.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Got to get those connections. All right. All right. Well, now that we've answered that, that was a little fun. That was a fun little Halloween question for you. But now let's get into the kind of Halloween inspired main topic of the show, which is true or false, or trick or treat. So I'll try to say trick or treat instead of true or false as we go through this. I have 15 trick or treat questions for you boys.
I'm assuming treat is true then.
Yes, treat is
Okay.
true, trick is
Okay,
false.
this is gonna be confusing.
Okay, I'll get it right
you
every
can
time.
say you can literally say true or false. It's not
Okay,
a big deal. So we're not gonna like you're just gonna tell me like what you think, since it's like two options.
Mm.
Like you can just say to me, I am competing, like you are competing, you're not working together,
Of course.
to be clear. But you can just say your answer, whether you think it's true or whether you think it's false. And you can obviously talk your way through it if you want. If you don't want to talk your way through it, to give, maybe you don't want to give the other person like a hint or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe don't talk through it. Wait till the answers are in, then you can kind of say why you were thinking what you were thinking.
Strats, man.
So we have 15. We will start with number 1. GTA 5 or Trick or Treat. GTA 5. GTA 5 is the best-selling video game ever. Indeed.
Now this is a trick, or not a trick question. I don't know, because there's Tetris, but I'm trying to figure out what I feel like for Tetris they accounted all the different versions of Tetris, and I'm trying to figure out GTA beats that. I'm gonna say trick, aka false.
Okay, Steven.
I'm gonna say treat.
Ooh, okay. Well, it was false.
Yeah.
It was a trick. So Eric gets it right. He was not even thinking in the right area of like
why?
Yeah,
Of what?
why?
Yeah,
Like his
reason.
thought process was completely incorrect. Minecraft.
Whoa,
is the
okay.
best-selling video game. Tetris was the best-selling video game ever.
Oh, okay.
Minecraft passed it in 2019. So
Damn.
really
Huh.
recently. Yeah. So yeah, Minecraft, best-selling video game ever. GTA 5, I think, is number 3 with like quite a few less than Tetris and Minecraft.
Microsoft's got the Minecraft money.
So Eric got 1 point, and Steven got 0. I'm trying to think, should I do bonus points for like if you know why it? Nah.
It gets dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets complicated.
So number 2, Space Race was the first game played in space.
Dang.
I'm gonna put this out there that I don't even know what Space Race even is.
I'm gonna say that too. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, but I'm also gonna say it's false.
It's very early video game. Like
I feel
70s.
like I'm gonna also go false.
I think there was another game I heard about being the first in space. So,
which video game was that?
Pong.
That's like the first video like ever, I think.
Yeah, that one's like the first one.
No, I think it was like it was something like that though, like that era.
So you guys both got it right. It was indeed false. The first video game played in space was actually Tetris.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would play Tetris.
Game Boys.
Tetris. You would play Tetris? I mean, yeah. Of
course.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I would play a lot of video games in space if I could.
Have the cajones to go to space, but
yeah, exactly. Number 3. The voice of Mario, Charles Martinet, whatever.
You gotta, I mean, either way.
You get that
don't
right.
really know how to yeah. Voices the wise dragon Parthenax in Skyrim. True or false?
True.
Steven.
I'm just gonna start saying true or false. Fuck this trick or treat shit.
God damn, I have to think. It's just weird enough to be true. But like, that would be crazy if it's true. Just saying, putting that out there. I feel like that was something that you may have told me in the past. But I'm gonna say false, just for the podcast.
Steven,
Keep it interesting.
you are incorrect.
Yeah, figured.
It was true. The voice of Mario plays Parthenax in Skyrim.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
actually.
remember there was a story about this where people like found that out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty rad. So the score
I was actually
is...
real quick. I was actually worried you were trying to throw us off by naming a different dragon in Skyrim.
I thought about doing that.
That would have been funny.
And I knew you guys would think that, so that's why I ended up doing the right one.
One step ahead, man.
Maybe
One step ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to be one step ahead. Eric
Red
still got it
herring.
right though. So, so the score is Eric 3. He's gotten all 3 right, and Steven is at 1. 1 point.
Gotta catch up here.
Number 4, Trick or Treat. In Shadow of Colossus, you fight 16 colossi, one of which is named Valis.
I've played this game before, but I can't remember how many colossi there were exactly.
Shadow of Colossus, you fight 16 colossi, one of which is named Valis.
Valis. I'm going to go with... Fuck, was it 16 or... I'm going to go true. I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to try it.
Okay. Steven?
God damn, man. Because I'm just trying to think through it, and if I overthink it, it's definitely gonna screw me.
Go with your gut. Or overthink it. Who am I to suggest what to do? You know?
I know, right? I'm overthinking it though, because no, I think I remember Valis. God damn it. This one's Treat, I think.
So you're both saying true. You're both incorrect. There were 16 colossi, but none of them have official names. Fuck.
Fuck, I kind of figured that was the case. I thought you were like trying to use like their code name or some shit like that. I don't know. Because I don't remember them having names either, and I was just like,
yeah,
maybe he's using a code name. I don't know.
None of them have names. None of them have names. But I thought that was kind of interesting that none of them have names. That's such a cool game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like there's only 16 enemies, and they're all just fucking huge like beasts. And none of them have names, and it's
really
like so
enemies
cool.
per se. You figure out. So
Well, yeah, you find out they're not. Yeah.
No, you're just murdering.
Yeah, you're just going around
innocents.
murdering
with the big twist. The big twist at the end. Yeah. Number 5, Trick or Treat. The difference between the highest scoring Halo game and lowest scoring Halo game is 46 points on Metacritic.
God damn.
Now, are we talking about mainline games? Or just
I am talking
including
about
spin-offs?
every
Halo
Halo
games.
game.
Okay, fuck.
Every Halo game.
I'm just throwing out their Treat.
What was the difference again?
46 points.
46 points. Fuck.
It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
It's almost half of 100.
But I'm
the max
gonna
score.
say it's true. Trick. Sorry, fucking Treat. True.
I'm also gonna go true. I feel like it might be like when we fucking the arcade game. I don't fucking.
What if I fucked you guys over and it was like, it's false. It's actually 45 points. No, it is true. I'm not gonna be that much of a
put that
dick.
past you though, man. I would not put that past
It
you.
is true. It is true. It was Halo. I forgot to put. Oh no, I did put the games down. So Combat Evolved 97, and then Spartan Assault 51.
Yeah, I figured it was
Spartan Assault.
something like that.
Spartan Assault on 360 to be specific. I believe is what it was. Because that game is on like a bunch of different things.
Yeah, it's just a fucking mobile game, is what it is. I believe.
Yeah. Number 6. Didn't we do? Is Spartan Assault the one we did for?
I think so. Spartan
Pass or
Assault or
Play?
like the sequel or whatever. There's a sequel.
Yeah. Okay. Number 6. Trick or Treat. There are more Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild than moons in Mario Odyssey.
False.
That's
Trick or
false.
treat. You guys are both wrong. It was true.
What?
There are 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. There are 880 moons in Mario Odyssey.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. You can buy moons on that game. You can go up to 999.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you mean like findable moons, then yeah, I would say you're right on that. But you can like legitimately buy moons.
We were wrong. Find discoverable moons. Because that's what Korok seeds are, right? They're like a collectible. So.
Oh well, okay, yeah. If that happens, then yeah, we'll just blame it on us.
This says there are a total. Oh, wait. Excluding any additional power moons that can be bought from Crazy Cap stores, there are a total of 880 power moons in the game and 836 power moon locations. What? Oh, because you
Jesus,
can
that's
get
a fucking
multiple.
lot of moons still.
Dude,
All right, I will give both of you a point for that because you guys know more than me. So
It's a trick question because, like, if you're talking about findable moons, then yeah, it's less than the Korok seeds.
But
capitalist moons.
Fucking insane how many. The whole point of that was it is insane how many of each of those things there are in those games.
Yeah,
it is a fucked up.
Those came out in the same year too. They had like a little collectathon going on there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So that was definitely a trick of a question, you know what I mean? You know Jacob literally put that in chat. Cool. Now it looks like I fucking took that from him. God damn it. Number 7, Trick or Treat. The Unfinished Swan features a simple color palette of black and white only.
Oh God, I've played this game.
I haven't played this game, so I don't know.
But I've not played this game all the way through. I haven't finished Unfinished Swan, you could say.
I'm gonna go with true.
You left it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So I'm gonna go
true.
True.
I'm going true, I guess. Yeah.
It's gonna bite me in the ass.
You guys are both incorrect.
Yeah.
It is mostly black and white, but
and
there are sequences where there is some color. So you guys are both wrong. Great game. Steven, if you would have finished it, you would have fucking known that. Right?
I know, but I left it unfinished. I think it's more poetic to leave it that way, sir.
I don't think it is because you don't get the ending. But so.
I mean,
it's a great game.
Edith Finch is better.
Honestly, just put that game on and like listen to the music because the music is awesome in that game. And yes, there's a little tip of the hat to it in What Remains of Edith Finch, so it's pretty cool. Number 8, Trick or Treat, released in 1997. Backyard Soccer was the first of Humongous Entertainment's backyard sports games.
This is a Sam-ass question right here.
Fuck yeah, it is.
This is trick.
Released in 1997. Backyard
false
Soccer was the first. You guys are okay. You guys are both going false. You guys are both correct. What do you think is wrong? What do you guys think is wrong?
No. The first game in the series. I don't know.
I think it was baseball.
That series like
that was the first one.
Okay, so yeah, soccer was the second game, which was in 1998. Baseball was the first game, which was in 1997.
Huh.
So you guys both get a point.
Why do I feel like those games are a lot older than they are?
I don't know why you think that.
They're low poly.
So after what, 8 questions, the score is 6 Eric, 4 Steven.
Still that 2-point deficit.
Number 9, Trick or Treat, the video game.
Wow.
We're in for a wild question here.
Okay,
dude, I forgot I put this in here.
You could have put Costume Quest even, and that would have been something.
This is mostly a joke. The video game 12 Minutes is named as such because 12 minutes is how long it takes for players to realize it's a terrible video game.
I mean, that's
I mean,
How can you answer that? Because
I can't answer this.
I guess we get it right because it's a treat. Because you understand after that.
Oh, I
my
forgot
God.
it. I forgot I put that in there. That's funny.
But also, it's not 12 minutes long. So
God. Yeah.
So
it's
what
not
you
long.
saying?
It fucking took like 3 hours to beat that game.
What was your guys' answer to this one?
I don't fucking know.
fucking treat, dude.
Both.
All right, I'm just gonna not give any points for that one. I had it down as false, but you know.
Oh my
Why? Because you
God.
figured it out
was-
earlier.
Yeah, probably. That was just me shitting on quality.
Just get that
Absolutely nowhere.
That game came out how many years ago, and then you just put that question out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
Fuck 12 minutes. All right. Anyway, number 10. Trick or Treat. There are more mainline Call of Duty games than mainline Final Fantasy games.
Oh fuck. I'm going to go with true.
Yeah, that's a true.
Steve.
That's a true.
Okay. You guys both got it correct. There are obviously 15 mainline Final Fantasy games. It's one if you can count to 15. There's going to be 16 next year. There are 19. Count them, 19 mainline Call of Duty games.
They're all
Whatever
fucking
that means,
mainline.
dude.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means.
Ever since
But-
Modern Warfare, they became mainline.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that was number 10. Number 11, we have 5 more. Number 11, Trick or Treat. Despite it being designated 6 or 006 in the Pokedex, Charizard was the first Pokemon ever designed.
False.
That's false, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Looks like
reasoning
Steve-
is I believe
Looks like Steven's just copying the homework over here.
I believe the first one ever actually designed was Clefable? Clefable, whichever one of those two fucking are.
That looked weird.
All right, so that is false. It is false. So you guys were both right.
Or Ditto. I don't know. I can't remember.
But I'm taking a point away from both of you because it was I'm giving you another point now. The first Pokemon ever designed was actually Raiden. Raiden?
Oh, Rhydon. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raiden.
Yeah.
Who is
okay.
designated 112. So the first Pokemon ever designed is designated 112.
Messed up.
So
Rhydon should be number 1.
we both got a point. So it's 8-6 now.
But also
No,
point out that you can't ride on, you know.
yeah, Steven run out of chances to catch up here.
I know.
Eric
Eric's
wanted to
just
be a
too
dick.
smart.
He could just keep copying Steven to make sure he has too widely. But anyway, number 12, The Witcher 3.
Oh boy.
The Witcher 3 contains 16 hours. 16 hours of sex scene motion captured data.
I've never played The Witcher, and I'm gonna hope that this is false.
Steven?
Fuck it. I'm going true.
Steven gets the point. It's not that there's 16 hours of in-game like sex. They just had 16 hours of motion capture data.
Why?
And this was via PC Gamer.
Look, people,
Dude, I don't know. Bro.
people like getting it on, man. I guess.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my
That is
God.
way too much.
Like, okay, we have enough data, guys. It's all right.
God
Granted,
damn, bro.
that game is very long. So 16 hours, you know, not that much when you look at the game, but for that, fucking A. It's a lot. It's a lot of sex going on, all right? Number 13. Number 13. Trick or treat. Pac-Man's design was inspired by a pizza that designer Toro Iwatani was eating.
Shit.
Excuse me if I completely butchered that name.
Shit.
I feel like this could be true, but I feel like this could also be some shit Sam made up
This
as
is
well.
Very,
very on brand.
he definitely looked up the name of the creator, right? For sure.
I'm gonna go true, I guess. Why the fuck no? I don't know.
A pizza thing. So true.
You're both correct.
It's almost like plausible enough to be annoying as hell. Like,
if you look at Pac-Man, it just like a pizza with a slice taken off.
Yeah, exactly. Number 14. Trick or treat. Mario is now a plumber, but he was once an electrician named Jumpman.
I want to see where Steven's at first.
No, man.
Whoa, that seems like copying. Whoa, just outright saying it.
All right.
No,
so
I think I know. I think I know this.
This one is a trick.
Okay.
But I'm not going to explain why.
I'm also gonna go trick because, well, reveal the answer and I'll explain my reasoning.
It's false. It's false. You guys are both right.
Yeah,
it's the electrician thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Because Jumpman is true, but
he was never an electrician. Apparently, he was a carpenter when he was Jumpman. Though.
What?
He was not a plumber in the original whatever Donkey Kong.
Well, there was no pipes or anything, you know. So
no.
So yeah, apparently he was a fucking carpenter. Like, all right,
it's me. I fix your house. Fucking.
Yeah. Number 15. Steven, I will say the only way for you to get this right
is if he gets
the only
wrong.
way the only way for you to tie is if you guess a different answer than him and you're right and he's wrong. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Just get it wrong, Eric.
Trick or treat. The very first Lego video game was called Lego Fun to Build on the Sega Pico.
Man, I don't know.
I'm gonna let Eric answer first this time
because he wants to get a different one than me.
Yeah, I had to get a different one.
What was the name of the game again?
Lego Fun to Build.
On the Sega Pico.
On the Sega Pico.
And that, I believe that was only released in Japan. I could be wrong about that. I'm going to go with false.
Fucking true, I guess then.
Steven ties it. Fuck.
I'll be a tiebreaker then.
I sure as hell don't, Eric. I sure as hell don't.
Everyone wins.
All right, here. This is what I'll do.
Oh my god. I was so close to saying true as well, but I was like, I don't know. It's the fucking Sega Pico. I don't know.
This is what I'll do.
The Pico was like an educational device in Japan, so I think Lego would have probably fit it.
So yeah, Lego Fun to Build was the first Lego game.
That's a Japanese ass title too.
Released on this. Honestly, it fucking is, dude. It fucking is.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't fucking North America. The Pico was released in June 1993 in Japan and November 1994 in North America. Yeah. Fuck. I don't remember shit about the Pico. Never seen any of that thing before.
That's because nobody cares about the Pico.
Exactly. I mean, it got discontinued in the fucking couple of years afterwards. So, I mean.
So this is what I'll do. Instead of, you know those like jelly bean counting jars they usually have at stuff?
Yeah.
Where you have to like guess what the number is, like how many jelly beans are in the jar?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that. Not really exactly like that.
I'm just ready for some bullshit.
I'm going to give you a game on my top 100 list.
Oh shit.
Fuck, you think I remember that shit?
I do.
And whoever guesses the closest number, no price is right, just the closest number, will get the tiebreaker here, all right? So I'm going to go. Stick with the Halloween theme. Batman, Arkham Asylum.
Oh.
DM me your answer so you can't like be all like stupid about it. And
All right.
Oh, you guess 22. I guess 23.
Oh god, I can't DM you the answers. I can't do it. I'll have to put it in. Just don't look at Twitch chat.
Yeah, don't look at Twitch chat, Eric. Don't look at Twitch chat, Eric.
God damn.
Out of number 100.
Discord's stupid.
Steven, you ever finished Xenoblade?
Great question.
I'm looking at my DMs, and the last thing me and Sam like DM'd about was Xenoblade.
Great question. Fantastic question.
Seems like a no.
There are terror themes in Arkham Asylum.
Jacob, Batman Arkham Asylum is on Halloween.
Asylum, okay. Asylum.
I believe all those games are set on Halloween.
And it's Batman isn't horror, okay?
And if it's not, if Asylum's not on Halloween, one of them's on Halloween. So fucking give it to me, all right?
Get wrecked, Jacob. Get wrecked.
And it's all Gothic. So, you know, it's fucking Halloween shit.
It is Halloween.
I know Arkham Knight is on Halloween, 100%. I know that.
Okay, what is the... Okay. Arkham Asylum.
It's the first one.
Okay.
Oh, it has horror themes. I'm not scared of the game.
I don't fucking know. I really don't.
Okay, Eric's answer's in.
All right,
I'm still waiting on Steven to put an answer in the Twitch chat.
I don't know.
Oh
or I guess you can just tell me, since Eric already put his answer in. Just tell me. Oh, you already put it in. Yeah. 23. Wow, you guys both. Wow. So Eric guessed 20.
Oh, no.
Steven guessed 23.
Oh, shit. I can handle this, man.
Ladies,
this is down to the wire.
Gentlemen, you have witnessed the comeback of the century. Steven wins. The answer, Arkham Asylum is 29. 29.
Oh, we were
my
close,
first choice was 25, bro. I was gonna put 25 before, but I was like, probably put it down a little lower.
That doesn't cut it. You suck. Steven gets the crown. Everybody put crowns in chat. Use my pizza crown in chat. Steven, you win the pizza crown today.
God damn it.
Trick or treat champion. You get all the candy.
I don't feel like
I don't have any to send you, but Steven wins 11-10 with that tie-breaking point.
Dang.
Eric, you fought valiantly. But much like Justin Verlander in Game 1 of the World Series, you fucking choked.
Nobody has.
I don't even know who that is.
No, neither of you get that reference, but somebody out there will, so, So that was our little trick or treat segment today. And now we go to our ever-present segment of the week, Crossplay. And I'm going to start. I'm just going to start because I didn't play much besides stuff that I've already talked about. So I've been playing Skyrim, obviously. Fun ass shit. I have a ton of mods downloaded. It continues to be amazing. I also finished a game called Plague Tale Requiem, not Plague Tale Innocence. And let me fucking tell you, this game's good. I still haven't really decided if I like it more than the first one. Both games have lows where I'm like, oh, this sucks. Both games have highs where I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is awesome. Both games have mids.
Or it's just like, I'm playing this game.
I'm doing it. I'm playing this game. I am currently playing this video game. um, but yeah, the ending of this game, it's very sad. It's very sad. This game is very nihilistic. Like, it is fucked up. This game is depressing.
Okay.
Parts of you are like, wow, this was completely pointless. This whole thing was completely pointless. But at the same time, you're like, you know, I'm happy for the journey, but wow, all right. And the end is fucking insane, dude. Like, just like the environments and shit are just it's so bizarre. Like, it just goes straight like JRPG at the end with some of these environments. It's crazy. And they, I swear, what is it? Is it Asobo Studio?
Mm-hmm.
Not Asobo Team or whatever, or Team Asobo.
Yeah, I think it's
Asobo Studio, the developer of this game. They were just bragging with how many rats they could fit on the screen at once. Like, just bragging. Like, there are several sequences near the end of this game where you're just like, oh my god, they were just trying to fit as many rats, as many little moving rats on this screen as they fucking could. You know what? It worked. It was pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, overall, really enjoyed the game. I think there are certain characters who are like, why are they with me for so long? Because like a lot of the time in the first one, you're alone. And like, there's never really a time in this game where you're like alone besides right at the end. And it's not like super intense or anything, because you're not like really avoiding, I don't know. You're not really you're not doing any of the puzzle solving stuff. And like the puzzle solving is the stuff I like. And I like stealthing through. And the puzzle solving, when there's people around and like using the rats to kill people, stuff like that. That's when both of these games are the best.
Mm-hmm.
When these games are at their worst is when it forces you into combat situations.
Oh,
especially
no.
the first one.
Still
because
bad?
The gameplay was bad. So obviously the gameplay like vastly improved, like aiming with the sling and everything improved over the first one. But there's still like several moments in this game where it's like, all right, we're just doing this is just a combat section now, and you're like, fucking why? Like, I hate this. I actually fucking hate this. And I got like so lucky with the last like combat scenario. I got so lucky with like the placement of these two people where I was able to just light them on fire at once. And that was like going to be the only way I was going to be able to kill them. But like they killed me so many times. Yeah. So like, yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to have those scenarios or like these sections in there. Maybe once, like to show how like fucking crazy Amicia has become and like she's gonna fucking kill everybody. But I don't need this to be like just over and over again throwing me into these combat scenarios.
It's a stealth puzzle game. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when it's a stealth puzzle game, that's when these games are like fantastic. That's when I am over the moon with them. But the other thing is these combat scenarios, they're not like particularly well designed. They're like whatever and just kind of frustrating. Yep. Like they're not like, oh, this is awesome. Like, you know, like if it was that, like if I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
Like if it was like Assassin's Creed where it's easier to kill them kind of thing. Like,
all right, I don't know if you should use Assassin's Creed as the
think about it. It's
benchmark
stealth.
For combat
some of the
stealth
scenarios. Portions in Assassin's Creed games are pretty good. Like when you're going through to assassinate
stealth, so, yeah, but not. I'm talking like
combat. You don't think scenarios. Combat? Some of the
combat scenarios in Assassin's.
Not like that's open portions. Like, so you're talking about like where you're forced into.
I'm talking about like the stupid ass boss fights that they throw in fucking Assassin's Creed, where you're like, I gotta hide behind this fucking pillar, then run up, and then fucking stupid.
Those are awful. That's You
remember the boss fight in fucking Unity? That thing is garbage. Like, just
the final.
It's so bad.
Yeah, nope.
It's like this isn't fucking Dark Souls. What are we doing here?
Even like, in what was it? Syndicate. the end boss in that one was frustrating and stupid.
It's stupid too. Yeah. So yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm just like, we don't need this. Just stick to what you're good at. And what you're good at is creating really good like stealth puzzles, using the rats to kill people. You like using all your tools to kill people in stealth, not in just outright combat.
Right.
Because like that's the whole thing in the first one is like I guess maybe they're trying to show like how much Amicia has grown and she's able to take on all these people now. It's like in the first one, like if you get caught, you're dead.
Oh yeah.
Which I feel like should have been the case in this game for the most part. And it did not feel like that. It felt like I was a goddamn fucking military man out there. I mean,
she is kind of a fucking badass.
Taking on the goddamn world. She is a badass. I'm not saying she is a badass. Amicia is awesome.
Cold-blooded killer.
But like, yeah, there's just some of those sequences where I'm like, I don't need this shit. I don't need it. But there are some really cool running sequences, you know, the Naughty Dog running sequences where you gotta run at the camera. Love those. So yeah, Plague Tale, pretty good game. Well, not pretty good. Good game. Still trying to figure out in my head where I like would place it in my top 100 and like in comparison to the first game.
Yeah. Let it rest.
Because I like them. I like them both a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Let it rest for a bit. And I want you to finish it, Steven, so we can talk about it because the ending is ridiculous.
I'll play more today for sure.
The ending is fucking ridiculous. And a lot longer than I was expecting.
About 16 hours.
This game was probably 6 hours longer than the first one.
Yeah.
Which it didn't need to be, because like the start is really slow.
But it kicked up.
I thought the beginning of this game was really slow, but once it picks up, So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is all for my crossplay. I'll throw it over to Eric. What have you been playing this week?
So I've been playing Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadows of Valentia. Now you might be asking, Eric, isn't that a 3DS game? Why are you playing that in the year 2022? Well, let me tell you. There's another Fire Emblem game called Engage coming out in January. And that one is, like, I guess, like an anniversary title where a whole bunch of like past Fire Emblem characters are going to be coming into it. And one of them is called one of the characters in there is called Celica, and she's like one of the main characters in this game. And so I've always wanted to play this game, and I just never got like around to it for, I don't know, reasons, I guess. And so I was like, oh, well, I guess now is like the best time to play it before Engage comes out in January. So I've decided to pick it up, and I'm having a good time so far. It's a remake of the second Fire Emblem game called Gaiden, which was like back on the NES. And so like they did like a whole bunch of like updates to it. Like obviously an NES game isn't going to have like cutscenes like this. It's not going to have 3D graphics like this gameplay. And so like they did a bunch of changes. They added a bunch of stuff from what I've heard. And you play as both and Celica in this game, like you see here in the trailer that Steven's playing on the screen here. It's like I don't want to say it's like a dual route game, but like it's kind of like how Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance works, where you're playing both of the characters at the same time, and you have to kind of like finish you have to finish both their objectives to continue on to the story. Basically, it's not like Three Houses where you pick one side and you're with that side for the rest of the game. You're playing both these characters and your team back to back, and on the world map and stuff like that. So that's it. That's where I'm at right now with it. I'm like in Act 3. I'm at like about like 10-ish hours already, and yeah, I'm having a great time with it. It's Fire Emblem. If you ever played it, it's the strategy where you have to look at the map and like make your moves and see, like, make sure your characters don't die. I'm playing on hard classic, so if someone dies, then they're gone. They're dead they're gone. Cool. I try to prevent that. If someone dies, I either
you save scum?
Save scum it, or what they have here, which is I believe the first time in the series they did it, is that they have the option where you can like reset your turns, where you can turn back time and redo the turns, but you're limited on how many times you can do that per battle. So if I run out of turns, I basically like, okay, well, I gotta restart. I'm doing something wrong here. So I do that. Yeah, this was the game. I believe they introduced that mechanic in, and it's in 3 houses as well. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it so far. The story does seem pretty interesting so far, like compared to like the other Fire Emblems I've played. I've only played Awakening and 3 Houses, and I guess if you count the Warriors game as well, I've played 3 Hopes as well. But like this one does seem to be like a more coherent story, where it's just straight through. You don't need like other context to know like what's going on, and so I'm enjoying it so far.
I think I remember hearing about like, so they did something with the dungeons in this one, like.
Yeah, so like there's dungeons in this game where like you're like you go into the dungeon and like you're exploring in full 3D environments. You're not like doing that grid based gameplay you saw in the trailer there, where you explore the dungeon, you can find treasure, you can find breakable items, and when you like actually fight enemies in here, then that's when you go into like the top down turn based grid like area.
Yeah.
There is still like normal like areas that are not dungeons, but like when you go into the dungeons, that's when like the whole gameplay like as you see here, like where you put it up right now, like that's a dungeon area where they put up where you're just walking around as the main character, and then you can attack enemies in there and like fight them in the dungeon.
It's like a third person action kind of thing.
Yeah, like a third person perspective, which was, I guess they brought that kind of into future games like 3 Houses, but like there's no dungeons in that game. Instead, you're walking around like your home base or whatever. So there's that. But so far, I'm kind of like the dungeons are pretty neat so far. I kind of feel like there are some things that would have changed. Like your map is in the bottom screen, but like you can't really open it or whatever. It's just there. You can't open it and like see what floor of the dungeon you are. You can't see other areas of the dungeon. So I kind of wish they let you like at least see like the rest of the dungeon, because if you want to, you're basically just have to walk around to like explore the rest of the map. It's like kind of weird. Yeah. Also, like, fucking, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like, I feel like my characters miss a lot of the time. Like, they will miss their attacks, even though I'll have like an 80-something% chance to hit. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, why are you missing so much?
Dude, fucking, that reminds me of when me and my brother were playing Divinity Original Sin. He like, when we restarted because we I don't know exactly why we restarted. Oh, I think we got fucked by one of our saves just being like at this point where we just kept getting obliterated every time we loaded. So we restarted. But we wanted to kind of restart because he had picked Archer as his class.
Yeah.
And like, so, you know, you have a chance to hit with Archer. It's 100% if you're using elemental bows, but like I swear to God, he would like never fucking hit when he just used like a normal like arrow. It was just so bad. He would literally like he'd have like a fucking like 90% chance to hit and be like, "Hey, I missed it again." Fucking kidding me. And so he, when we restarted, he picked a completely different class. He's like, "Fuck this," because like my magic class, which I attack from long range, there's no chance to hit. Like you hit every time. So it's just like super stupid that like archers were limited to that.
Yeah, thankfully, I have other units I can use that like can hit people, but like I feel like I fucking, especially the range units, I feel like I miss a lot. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
it's a hard game.
It's ridiculous.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I feel
I hate that shit. It's like, let me hit him. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, there'll be like an enemy who's like 1 HP away, and I'm just like, I'm trying to just get rid of you so you can't attack my units next turn. But like everyone's fucking missing. Like, stop. I don't want anyone to die.
Makes me want to play Divinity, man.
I don't need realism in my video games, all right?
Yeah, I got screwed on in Divinity 2 that way, where just like it was one of those maps where there's a bunch of explosive barrels everywhere and oil and fire, and like there's fire mages and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna play a new save. Like
me and my brother need to get back to that, but we've been too big. Oh, let's see. Fuck, I forgot I played more Stranger Than Paradise this week. Fun ass game. Anyway, continue, Eric. Continue, Eric.
And I believe this is the first time, not the first time, but like this game has like almost full voice acting. The only like characters that don't have. Well, I mean, it was like it's like a big thing for this series. Yeah, 3DS game, man. But like, the only characters that don't have voice acting are like the NPCs, like who like the really minor NPCs. Like when you talk to them, like they don't show a portrait. Like some other NPCs, like when you see a portrait like of them pop up, like they're gonna be voice acted, and then, like it's like a lot of voice acting. It's like pretty interesting. Like it gets me like more invested, I would say.
That game is on a Nintendo console, so you're lucky to have any voice acting at all.
It's very true. It's very
true.
I
mean, no. I mean, like Nintendo has a lot of voice acted games. It's just fucking Pokemon. It's like the only holdout at this point, man.
Zelda, come on, like we barely
Zelda's
got voice
Breath of the Wild has voice acting.
Barely, dude, barely.
Not all of it. Like the fucking like a couple cutscenes. You're like, oh,
and Zelda for some reason is English. You know, like. Why?
I don't know, but I mean, like the Warriors Zelda game had a fucking voice acting in it. Ever since Breath of the Wild, it's been like, well, of course you didn't play off. I know that, but like
that's our problem.
It's telling when fucking Mario had voice acting too. They had fucking that song in fucking Odyssey. Fucking wild. Pauline was talking all the time. Yeah, that's something you don't get in Mario.
But like other than that, there wasn't voice acting.
It's not like a Fallout.
It's not really
like
voice
acting, or you know.
I mean, like, fucking even Mario Sunshine had voice acting. Even though I guess people didn't fucking like that for some weird reason.
Mario Sunshine did have. That's right. Mario Sunshine did have voice acting.
But yeah, no, but I mean, like most of Nintendo's franchises have voice acting besides fucking Pokemon at this point.
Pokemon, come on.
Pokemon fucking.
That's the one you
Pokemon
want.
fucking. Yeah, Pokemon fucking needs it.
Oh, Pokemon Legends Arceus is like so.
Seriously, it's just like text.
For me, it's mad awkward because in fucking Sword and Shield, there was like a segment where some guy is singing and he's just like moving around with the microphone, tapping his foot, and I'm just like, this is fucking really awkward.
Come on.
I'll have you know, Xenoblade is weird as hell with voice acting.
Oh,
that whole franchise, because they're just so inconsistent with like what's voice acted and what's not. It's like so bizarre. Like one main thing will be voice acted fully, and then you'll get to another like thing that's also in the main quest and it's not voice acted, and you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And it's like so inconsistent with what's voice acted. 3 was a little bit better with like consistency, but like 1 and 2. Fucking atrocious with the consistency of what's
like, why isn't this voiced? Like,
this seems important. Why is this not voice? Why is this not? Not voice acting?
I think in 1 it was only just like the story cutscenes basically. Anything that was like plot important was just voice acted.
Yeah.
All the heart to hearts and like side quests are not, and then in 2, it's like the main story and the Blade quests.
2 might be the one that's like very inconsistent. 2 sucks, right? 2's a bad video game.
And then in 3, it's like almost everything besides like little side quests. That's about it. But anyways, that was Fire Emblem. I'm enjoying my time with it. Trying to beat it before Engage comes out, so I can get to learn more about the character of Celica. Yeah, that name is just like really.
Engage.
I'm not a big fan of it, but
yeah, that's gonna be.
I'm excited for it either way.
Probably.
That's gonna be a fun game. Yeah.
Should I play anything else?
Is that Eric?
I mean, yesterday I played Resident Evil 3 on stream, but like, if you want to know what's going on with that, you can watch a stream from yesterday. Fucking, there was a moment where Jacob asked me like, so like, do you think this game's scary or something? And I'm like, well, I don't think it's as scary as Resident Evil 2. And then all of a sudden, Nemesis just fucking pops out of nowhere, fucking grabs my head, and I'm just like, okay, never mind.
Fuck that, dude. Oh my god! So you know how there's like this? I know about these sequences in the Resident Evil games where you're like getting chased around.
Yeah, that was happening a lot yesterday.
By like Nemesis, and then what's the one in 2?
Mr. X.
Yeah, when you're getting chased around by those big jabronis. There's a chase sequence like that in Plague Tale.
Oh really? Oh shit!
Yeah. It's just like a dude like chasing. It's just a guy chasing you. It's not like a scary monster thing.
Oh okay.
Oh, okay.
but like it's still like intense, and I'm like freaking out.
And yeah, Steven was there with me where fucking Nemesis is chasing me down. I'm just like, leave me alone. I'm trying to explore over here, man.
He's like, he's sprinting behind me.
Yeah, he's fucking sprinting. I'm like, what the fuck? Then he like jumps in front of you random times. Like, what the fuck, man?
Because do you have to do like puzzles and stuff while he's chasing you? Because that's the way it was in Plague Tale. You have to like open slowly crank this gate open, and so you have to like crank it down a little bit and then kind of run away as he gets towards you and like hide and then go back to the crank it down. It was so intense. It was scary.
There were a few times where I'm just like trying to unlock these fucking locks, but like that's like a thing where you like you pause, like the menu comes up and you use the item, and so that doesn't really like happen much. There was one where I'm just like unlocking the toy store, and for some reason the toy store is a safe area, and so you go in there, you do what you got to do, and you look out the window, you see Nemesis staring back at you. I'm like, what the fuck?
That is why I no, like Plague Tale like can be gross and shit, like, but I can handle the rats, you know?
Yeah,
and that's like the scary part of Plague Tale. But the rats are never like hiding from you while like going after you, like, you know what I mean? You know what the rats are.
Well, I'll talk about scary creatures. The Resident
I could not handle Resident Evil with this nonsense where they're like chasing you, like, but they're also like kind of like sneaking up on you, like fuck that.
No, but real talk, I think it's the nature of the game. I do think Resident Evil 2 is a lot more tense and scary than 3. Just because the nature of Resident Evil 3 is that it is more action based, and so you have like a dodge mechanic where you can like dodge out of the way. And I feel like you get a lot more ammo in this game compared to Resident Evil 2. And it's like you really don't have to worry about the zombies a lot of the times compared to 2, where in 2, you will get a lot of fucking jump scares. You will get fucking weird ass zombies chasing you consistently. You're gonna get less ammo. You're not gonna get as many weapons as fast. So I still think 2 is a lot scarier. And it's a lot longer too, because you have to play as Claire and Leon. While in 3, it's like, I read on how long to beat, and it's like 6 hours long. I beat half of it already last stream, so it's definitely less scarier than 2. I'm still having a good time. Fucking Nemesis doesn't not want to die at all. He keeps coming back.
Bastard.
So that's all. That's all for me. We need to get Steven's crossplay going on.
Might be quick. Yeah. Might be quick.
Steven, what have you been playing this week, Steven?
My games, I've been playing a lot more than what I'm going to show, but for time purposes, I'm going to just do this. Gunfire Reborn is the first one I want to touch on. Now, a couple things with this one. It's like Borderlands meets freaking Risk of Rain, if anyone knows what that is. Now, it's a roguelike. You can do 4-player co-op, which Jacob and I were trying to play together, but there's this weird bug. And I'll get this out of the way before I really jump into like the gameplay of it, actually. So if you play on Xbox and then you play on PC, if you play on PC at all, and then you try to play on Xbox, it'll screw your save and you can't start it on at all. You can't start the game.
That's the worst
on Xbox. Like, and so I had to delete my cloud save to even play on Xbox again. So,
oh no.
Just fix it. Just fix your shit so I can play with my friend. And because that was happening, right, there was a desync with the saves. We couldn't play in each other's game. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick to Xbox because there's crossplay. So I started over there. Thankfully I wasn't a crazy amount of hours in. It's probably like 4 hours maybe. But it's really fun. It's a really fun game. I'm really into the roguelites, so like this is right up my alley. Yeah, I'll probably be playing a lot of this. I don't know, there's like a leveling system after you get killed in the game. And
a roguelike kind of?
Yeah, I guess that's the roguelike part of it, where you're spending the accumulated talents you get to obviously like do permanent more damage. Your skills do more damage. You get like quicker cooldowns, things like that. And it's, I don't know, the gunplay is really, really slick, and the animations are kind of, you know, like AA, but I'm not really there for the crazy polish of this game. It's just fun to kill the bosses and see how far you can get in like this, like as roguelites are, where you get to like this, you play a couple levels, then you get to a boss, and so on and so forth. But in the second area, I will say one of the other negatives is like it's crazy, like you get one shot by the enemies, and that's it. So you go all this way after beating the boss in the first area, where the difficulty is kind of reasonably paced and standard, like, oh, okay, whatever. It's fine. It's a little challenging. I get through there. Second, you hit the desert. You get hit by one, maybe two things. You're dead. You're just dead. And it's like, well, that's that run, I guess. So, you know, some balancing things could be nice there. And maybe that'll be better if I actually get to play fucking with people. So, yeah, it's Gunfire Reborn. And I played another one. It was definitely switch up the tone here, called Frog Detective. Now, this is on PC Game Pass. It's very, very, you are a frog detective. You get called into...
Wow, apt name.
Right? You get called in to investigate a haunted island is the first one. And the first episode, there's 3 episodes. This is the trailer for the third one. And so your only tool really is your hourglass, your spyglass, or whatever the hell. Magnifying glass. There we go. But you don't really use it for any investigating. You're just going around, you're talking to these funny, like, looking characters, and what really carries this game is the dialogue, man.
Is this game made by Donut County devs?
No, I don't think so, but it does kind of look like it.
Yeah.
And so the funny thing about this is like, is the writing, and then I was playing with my son yesterday, and we were going back. He was doing the voice lines for the characters because it's not voiced. So he was doing the voice lines.
Classic Nintendo.
This is Xbox, but
whatever.
It still applies. Yeah. And so this one is just like wholesome. Like if you just want to feel happy and laugh at something, like the writing is genuinely funny in the game, at least in the first episode. And so it's like writing like you're interviewing a mouse, and they're all scientists. They're ghost scientists, right? And their job is to go and study these ghosts on this island. And one line is, you're like, okay, have you heard anything about any ghosts on the island? And the mouse says, well, you know, what do you mean ghosts? Like, he's like, okay, well, you know, you came here to study ghosts. What can you tell me about ghosts? The mouse is like, oh, ghost scientist, not toast scientist. And I'm like, fuck, you got me. You got me, dude.
Like, so a bunch of dads wrote this game.
So much more sense is what he says. And I'm like, great, this is fantastic. It was just a lot of fun with my boy here. And he was doing funky voice lines for all the different characters. And there was one part we both genuinely cracked up at, like the big reveal at the end of the game to solve the mystery and to see what the ghost was. It's just a wholesome, good time. And I'll probably play the other 2 episodes, but it's maybe 2 hours for each episode. So really bite-sized. Check it out. PC Game Pass. Frog Detective.
Nice.
That's pretty
Anything
much
else?
That's pretty much what I played. You know, I played some Halloween stuff again, but really not a whole lot. So
all right. Well, that was Crossplay, and this week we have a Q&A question answer, and we'll try to keep this a little brief. But this is from anonymous viewer. Don't know who that is. Wonder who that could be. Hello. We are getting close to the new year, and I just wanted to know what everyone is excited for or looking forward to in the upcoming games. Keep up the great work. I will add, we will probably do an episode where we talk about games we're excited for 2023. So, with this question, let's talk about the few games that are left this year that we are most excited for. I'll start with Eric. What game or games are you excited for the rest of the year of 2022?
For 2022, so
if there are any.
So we are getting close to the end of the year, and like the pickings are getting a little slim here. But
Yes,
I am looking forward to a few games in November coming out. Seems like November and December I have a few good games coming out, but the two I'm going to pick are, of course, the one that everyone's looking forward to, God of War Ragnarok.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonic Frontiers. And for that one, I'm going to wait on Black Friday for that because I'm definitely going to get that on sale. Not going to get it full price, that's for sure.
Okay.
But God of War, I mean, like, you need no introduction to that. It's like the fucking...
And you got to play it.
Sequel. Yeah, it's sequel to the critically acclaimed 2018, of course. The end of the Norse saga, as they're calling it. And like, I know like there's actually a whole bunch of leaks out there right now. I'm trying to avoid it. Trying to keep my eyes pure from the experience.
Yeah.
But definitely looking forward to that. I want to see where the story ends. I want to know how, if the game like has evolved from the 2018. I want to see like if like, yeah, I want to like, I don't know, like I just want to see like from then to now, like what new innovations have they come up with? What new story beats are there going to be?
Hopefully there's just more boss fights.
Yeah, and like how is this the end of Kratos' story? Because like if you've seen the ending of 2018, there's like a huge implication of what might happen in this game.
Right.
I want to know like, I just want to know what the fuck is going to go on, because like they made Kratos from a fucking angry guy fucking killing everybody to like a
someone you actually give a shit about.
someone you actually give a shit about in 2018. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Sonic Frontiers, it's like a open world Sonic game. I want to see like their take on the formula. I will say that like their first trailer they showed off for that game did not make it look very appealing at all.
Nope.
Like ever since then, they have kind of been making it look a lot more interesting. Like the more recent gameplay and trailers have made it look more interesting. And so I want to see how that's going to be. Not going to really buy it at full price. I want to see how reviews are going to be as well. And so looking forward to that. That game's definitely going to be going on sale on Black Friday for sure.
All right, Steven, what game or games are you excited for the rest of 2022?
Well, I'm going to pick up Bayonetta 3. So I guess that's not really counting, but that's really recent.
Still counts. Yeah.
That one for sure, because I love Bayonetta. We're gonna play through all of the last ones a couple times now. Let's see. I'm probably, I don't know, if I do Ragnarok, it's gonna be PS4, but it's most likely I'm not gonna play that until I get a PS5. So TBD on that. Pentiment looks interesting. I'm still tentative on that one. I don't know if I really, it's that like historical from Obsidian, that like side scrolling game kind of thing. Goat Simulator 3 looks like to be a lot of fun, and that's on the 17th of November.
You mean Dead Island 2? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, Dead Island 2. The game that never dies. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is probably the highest though. I don't know why. I'm just probably stupidly excited for something to catch me with this Pokemon game. So
yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm trying to hold back on buying Pokemon this year, but I feel like if the reviews are good and the hype is there, I'm probably gonna just give in.
Yeah, honestly, it's yeah. And then I guess the last two I want to note on are like Callisto Protocol looks spooky, so I might check that out. And then High on Life.
Wow, just thanks for leaving me any games to talk about.
Hey, you can still talk about them.
No, I know some other games. So obviously God of War I am incredibly excited for. Hoping there's more boss fights that are better than just fighting a troll over and over again. Yeah, God of War, that's in like a week and a half. That's soon.
Yeah,
soon.
I think reviews go out next week.
Pretty freaking excited for that. And Steven talked about mentioned this one, Pentiment. I am really excited for Pentiment. pick that bad boy up on my fantasy critic team. No big deal. It's gonna score at least an 85. Hopefully. But yeah, looks up my alley. Like, it just looks like a really interesting and cool idea, and it's Obsidian, so I'm sure the writing will be there, be funny and goofy and weird and interesting.
Speaking of fantasy critic, real quick, I did pick up Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, good.
And
wow.
That's definitely a gamble there. I'm gonna be honest. That's a gamble there. That could lose me points. That could give me points. I don't know. But I was like, I need something on my list. So
watch that thing get like a 98, and you somehow come back and beat me. Just kidding. That
wait a second. FIFA 23 came out. I lost 6 points. What the fuck?
Oh, dude.
FIFA 23 got a 76. What the fuck is this shit?
Wait, what?
What?
That shouldn't have lost you points then.
No, because I counterpicked it.
Oh, you counterpicked it. Get wrecked.
Fuck.
Get wrecked. All right. Other than God of War and Pentiment, Evil Dead, or not Evil Dead, West? Evil West. Pretty excited for that. That looks pretty rad. Looks pretty fucking rad. Obviously, it's like it's an action, like I know I don't really like horror. I don't know if it's really horror. I mean, it is. But like Western, that's the shit right there. That's what that's the thing I'm most excited for, is that it's Western. And then there was one other game. Oh yeah. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking go. It's gonna be good, and I'm very excited. That's a Christmas game if I've ever seen one. Let's fucking go. And then High on Life as well. I'm
goofy.
Kind of interested in that. I'm interested to see. Hopefully, the gameplay is better than the last gameplay presentation.
The boss fight looks bad.
But yeah, excited to see how well that game does. But so yeah, I think there's, even though there's still 2 months left, like only 2 months left in the year, I think there's still like plenty to be excited about. Like, there's a new Need for Speed game coming out. I mean, come on. How could you not be excited?
That cool art style. It's made by Criterion, so
still you got Midnight Suns. You know, there's a lot of games still coming out this year. Gundam Evolution coming to consoles.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
Locked and loaded, baby.
Suit up, man.
Is that still going to be free to play on consoles?
I would assume. Yeah.
Oh. And crossplay, hopefully.
It's 2022.
Because your boy wants to play that on PlayStation.
Gundam, man. Gundam.
Your boy wants to play that on PlayStation. So that is going to be it. If, like I said, that was a Q&A question. If you want to like ask us a question, Eric, where do they go to fill out this form?
So I will link the form down in the description, so you can click on that.
Easy.
And it'll just send you right to our link where you can put your name and your question. And if you're part of any kind of podcast, we'll give you a shout out. Yeah. So shout out to you, Mr. Anonymous. We don't know who you are, but thanks for the question.
Yeah, thanks for the question. And also, if you're looking to join a fun Discord community full of people that like video games and like all sorts of different things, you can join our Discord, and we will also put that link in the description. Right, Eric?
Right.
Howdy.
You gotta send me the link. I don't know what it is.
I will send you the link. So yeah, we will put that in the description for you all. And until that was episode 77 of X Interact. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everybody for tuning in on twitch.tv/X Interact. Go follow us on Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit all those buttons, comment. Let us know what you're excited for in the future. Let us know how you did on the true and false section of today's podcast. It all helps the algorithm. So we appreciate every view, every comment, every like, every subscription on YouTube.
Yeah.
Until then, thank you for watching. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Happy Halloween.
And, yeah, happy spooky week.